Alpha, and you basically contain the teams over there onto C flag. That's not what we saw this last match, so it's really going to be interesting to see what the breakouts are going to be. I imagine we're going to see in 2 of the choppers going for drops right off on the Bravo, off the break. We could potentially be seeing some Jeeps coming in onto C flag, and of course we're going to be seeing those C4 Jeeps as well.
Always the C4 Jeeps. They were a big part of Rogue Transmission. I don't think they'll be as big a part. It was almost like every single person, you know, you picture Oprah Winfrey going, you get a C4 Jeep, you get a C4 Jeep, everybody gets C4 Jeeps. So we won't see it that much today, but definitely will be doing something that IFV is extremely deadly in the right hands. I think both teams will be wanting to get the IFVs down ASAP.
I just want to say this real quick, Fatso. I'm sorry to say, but you just went down a notch in my book, quoting Oprah Winfrey. That's terrible. But anyways, we are going to be seeing opening situations here are going to be going LAV over for eLement to that Charlie side, and for Retribution going to be going over here to Alpha. So that's definitely an interesting situation that we saw pop up there. Saudi is going to be back up here next to that Bravo site. He will be able to get a couple of backerages going on, but it looks like we are going to be seeing C and B going over into the favor here of eLement. And this is definitely not the start that they wanted to see coming out right from the start. Saudi's going to be able to take down one. That's going to be Joke going down, so immediately getting onto this burn, but gets taken down. Lots of infantry going back and forth here. Wimmis, he actually knows that there's a guy right above him. He has to. There he goes. He drops down. I think he just got shot there. That was crazy. As Asterix is going to be up, holding it down. I mean, just really doing a good job here. And a second one there with the small. Great play here by Antrix, but he's going to be getting shot over there from that Alpha side of the map. And this is one of the so annoying to take this Bravo flag, but they are going to be able to do just that. So good job here for Retribution. They are going to be able to get that 2 flag lead in their favor, and they're still winning out here onto the B burn. They're able to clean up most of this infantry, but Latency coming in and just wrecking face, able to take down 2 of those players, and they are going to be able to start getting that burn back in favor. It's going to be down to Wimmis here. Can he hold on? And he can't. He gets taken out. And the LAV playing very, very defensively here for Euphoria. We are going to be seeing Burner using that head glitch spot, which in this situation somewhat does lend itself to that play. I think that honestly, at this particular moment, Euphoria could go in for a complete back rage. He doesn't even have to fight straight up there.
Yeah, crazy stuff happening on Bravo flag, backwards and forwards, and at the moment just a hell of a lot of NSD troops there. And Brett, I need to mention it, it is a big deal. eLement have dropped a player. So eLement currently running 7 at the moment. That's not going to help their case to hold on to that advantage that they had on Bravo flag. And you see it's gone now in favor of NSD. So NSD moving in clinically, great work there, pushing onto Bravo flag. But as you mentioned, Bravo flag is chaotic. There's so many layers. You know, you can attack it from multiple angles, and that's what NSD have done. They've managed to come back from Alpha flag using the spawns correctly, and now eLement's on the back foot. They need to come back soon, otherwise NSD are going to get what we were talking about, that early momentum, that early advantage that is proven so clinical in Battlefield 4, and tonight especially, Brett, looking at the last game, Rogue Transmission, where eLements just came out guns blazing off the start and NSD weren't able to rectify it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are still going to be seeing Retribution's tank staying alive. He is low. I don't think he has... does he have anybody in it with him? He does not, so he's lone gunning it right now, which could be a little bit dangerous here. He doesn't have any reps. There you go. Finally going to be getting a rep there. And he should be able to stay alive, and he does. The LAV did get taken down for eLement right now, and we are going to be seeing another push coming onto that Bravo flag. It doesn't look like it's going to be successful, as both of those players getting taken down, and now C flag is also going to be getting contested. It's going to come down to a one-on-one, and this is a spot here that Retribution has used quite a bit. They actually get up on top of the map, and well, actually he's not in that spot like I thought he was. He is laying down right next to this. He's actually in the car. Look at this spot right here right now. He's in the car, and this other guy can't find him. He can't even see him. Oh my God. Great play there. Unfortunately, did get taken down. That means that Charlie flag will be staying into their possession. And B is also going to be getting contested, but we are seeing that lead start to go out to around a 60 ticket lead for Retribution. Not to say that it can't be turned very, very fast. I mean, this is one of those maps where it's like Shanghai. You can come back from a 100-ticket deficit fairly easily just because it is that 3-flag map instead of a 4-flag map. So 218, 157, once again, we are going to be seeing a heavy infantry push coming in onto that Bravo site for Retribution. Looks like everybody was killed. We saw Joke and Batcat doing a great job of cleaning out that B cap. Unfortunately, nobody is there from eLement to actually capitalize on that cap, and it looks like Retribution is just going to have a free and easy time getting right back onto that B flag. As that's happening, we also have a push coming in onto Charlie from Factor. Shad was going to be able to take down, looks like the one player that was burning that flag, and also going to be seeing Latency pushing up onto A. So still no armor up for eLement, and this is definitely impacting their game, I would say.
Yeah, it's a big deal. IFVs haven't shown much action except for NSDs chilling at Alpha, just playing the defensive role. Here comes the push onto Bravo flag though from eLement. They need it. They need it, Brett. I mean, 48 tickets down. That's quite a large margin for eLement. I do see that Mango has just jumped back in. So eLement were down for a good 5 or so minutes with 7 players there, Brett. Maybe it was the time that NSD decided, let's take advantage of it. Whether they did or didn't is irrelevant, because they do have the advantage. They're grabbing back Bravo. But watch out, because it is a lot of infantry action around Bravo flag.
That there is. We're seeing a lot of nade spams going to be coming in here, and if you look, a lot of the infantry action is actually down below. It's in the buildings right here, going back and forth. And this is once again one of the most annoying things about Flood Zone, is that you really can't ever clean out this Bravo flag. There's always somebody hiding somewhere, and Kwame is going to be coming up from the backside. He gets taken down. Nice play there. But there's that back rage that I was talking about. Euphoria is going to be back up here. He's in the position here to he really needs to start pressuring this LAV. Force the LAV out of that spot. That's what he needs to do. C flag is going to be getting flashed here, so he's probably going to be backing up here to try and take care of Factor. But as that's happening, we are going to be seeing that B flag slowly but surely going into the favor here of Retribution, 196 to 130, and this is by no means over. I mean, we're seeing a very good setup here from eLement to try and hold back this Bravo flag. Antris is going to be getting over here onto platform. He should be able to get a couple of cross shots going on. Mango is also going to be back up. I'd like to see a little bit more. I would like to see a little bit more medic kits being used. We're seeing a lot of C4 with recons. We're seeing a lot of engineer kits, but not a whole lot of med kits, and that's something that we need to be starting to see the transition here for eLement onto this B flag to try and stay alive.
Yeah, you need to save more tickets. You know, for every guy that goes down, a bled ticket. Bled tickets are what win the game. I mean, especially in where the games are going down to sub 50 tickets. Every single ticket counts, and I'm completely in agreement with you, Brett. I think people are enjoying the fact that you can, you know, shoot through windows and splash damage of RPGs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do hopefully start seeing some AEKs happening with silencers, maybe some stealthy work for some flanking. But at the moment, NSD are going to have to do something, because they have been pushed off Bravo flag. The defense has been locked in. You know, they've dug their heels in, have eLement, and they're just pushing back and repelling all of NSD's attacks on it. So you might have, you know, the burner in that IFV in that tricky position where you can cover the entire attack, but that's fine by eLement. They'll leave that IFV there if they need to be, and they'll concentrate on defending Bravo and Charlie. And it looks like what they're doing.
Yeah, Latency did a really good job there onto that Bravo flag. He was able to take down 2 players and prevent any kind of a push coming up onto B. And this is where it gets a little scary here for Retribution. You know, what do you do in this situation? Well, right now you're going to be going for a back rage. Burner is going to be doing just that. We have a 2 push coming in from both sides. We have an infantry push coming in from the front. We have an LAV push coming in from the back. We have a transport chopper coming in from the top. So they will be able to get this C flag, I would imagine. And we're actually seeing some Zuni rockets coming out too. We have been seeing primarily tow missiles for both of these LAVs, and there is the Zuni action. C flag will be going back into the favor, but as that's happening, now Alpha is going over into the favor here of eLement, and this, I think, is the setup that eLement wants. This is going to allow them to reinforce A and B flag very easily off of each other. You can basically defend Alpha from that Bravo side of the map and transition very easily over if infantry do get through. So it's going to be really up to Retribution here to try and come back here. Now the LAV did make it free and clear onto that Alpha flag. Should be able to get the burn back in their favor. He is. Unfortunately, we didn't see any mine placement going down. We should have been seeing some more mines, and they are going to be able to get this A cap. This is a little bit ridiculous right now, and they're also winning out on feed. So what was a really good comeback starting up there for eLement is not looking so good right now. They are going to be losing that Bravo. They are losing A, and they are not going to be able to get C back yet.
Yeah, it's almost like it's exactly when I mentioned it, that eLement had the upper hand, holding Charlie and Bravo. Everything got switched around, and what we're seeing now is eLement needing to grab flags, and quickly. The tickets are practically even, and that little lead that was had is now gone. We've got even Stevens, we all square practically. This is the first round, much to play for, and it looks like eLement are just getting squashed out. As I mentioned, it looks like they're going to grab Charlie flag. Maybe go back to the Charlie Bravo hold that they had earlier, breaks, because it worked very well for them.
Yeah, well, the reason why it did work was because they had the other LAV from Retribution just staying consistently at Alpha. And they didn't ever have to worry about an armor push over there onto Charlie because he's just sitting in the same old head glitch spot, which he's doing the same exact thing again now. This could really come back to bite NSD. But Factor right now is just sitting very patiently over here onto this Charlie flag. He knows there's at least one infantry there. Antrix is going to have to try and come back and deal with it, but they do have that 2 flag burn in their favor. And at the moment, they are going to be able to take that lead. It's been 95 to 97. They've taken the lead for, I believe, the first time since the very, very beginning of the match. Nice pickup there by Wimaz, as he was going to be able to take down 2. Saudi now also going to be able to take down 1. But, oh, the nades coming in too strong. That's going to be Joke there with that nice double RGO impact. And that means that B flag will be completely cleaned off. We do have a fight that's going to be shaping up over here onto this Charlie flag. They're finally going to be able to spot out this last guy. That's going to be Euphoria there. But look at everybody that's laying on top of the gas station. Exactly. They're going to be able to spawn bomb this. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody sitting on top of the bridge that could take them down. But it is going to come down to a C flag fight here. Who can win out in this exchange? We have Fate here, going to be able to spot out 1. He trades out, not going to be able to finish it up. Euphoria, though, still down on the ground, switches weapons, not going to be able to stay alive. Clear, not going to be enough. Does go down. That means that C flag will be staying into the possession. And this right here is not a good situation. We're seeing Saudi and I believe Factor both pushing up onto B flag, but there's no cover. They're right out into the open.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, Brett, is it worked momentarily for ProKill, and he parked that big Huey chopper all the way on the roof and was just pinning down all of eLement's troops on Bravo flag. He did eventually catch a small in the teeth, but managed to put enough pressure and suppressing fire almost on Bravo flag. And what's happened as a result, I think, is that his troops have picked up Bravo flag. So NSD will be happy about that. Only 40 tickets in it though. They need to grab those 40 tickets back. They've lost them when eLement had both Charlie and Bravo, and now they're pushing back in tooth and nail. They're going to have to lock in and just defend Bravo for their dear lives, because they know that this first round of this last map of tonight is riding on them holding Alpha and Bravo flags, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be seeing B flag still going to get heavily contested. Nuclear goes down, not going to be able to survive. Mango going to be down below here. We do have a Saudi going down as well. Factor going to try and clean up. He gets nice one piece. Can he get the second one? He spots him out. He is. He's going to be able to take down 2 more. Beautiful plays coming in here by Factor, as that's going to basically take down everybody onto that B site. Joke is going to have a very difficult time trying to clear it out. They need to go over onto the Alpha side and try and just hold on there. This is one of the reasons why A-B setup is so strong. Once you clear out that Bravo site, if you look at it, there's no cover, and you have to burn from above. You can basically just chillax over here onto this mid section back between Alpha and Bravo and burn it down. Now we do have a big heavy push coming in towards that Alpha site. We do have, it looks like Euphoria here, going to be able to spot out 1. Yep, nice job there. A is still going to be getting heavily contested. They haven't been able to push out Retribution's LAV just quite yet. He's still doing a really great job in that head glitch position. But here's one of the bad things about being in a standard position like that. He was able to basically get a tow missile free and clear on top of that LAV, when normally you can dodge him fairly easily. So it's still going to be heavily contested, but they have been able to hold it off. It is now 28-11, where Retribution has taken the lead,
So close.
and they're about to take the win.
Yeah, that's an incredible comeback by NSD. It happened exactly as they wished it to. That certified in the back there just worked. Or sorry, burner in the back there just worked well for them. The defense worked, and they just took it back in the nick of time, guys. That's how three flags works. eLement might have had the advantage for most of the round, but this one's going in favor of NSD Retribution. Well played to them. 27 tickets though, which means we are in for an absolute cracker of a last round tonight. She's like, great game by everyone there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, ProKill did a great job. Somebody mentioned in chat, you know, he said, hey, you know, carried the team. And he did. He was getting a lot of infantry kills there with that LAV, as well as just getting kills on the ground. So 28-15, doing a great job on this map. In fact, I think he was the only player on his side that actually got 20 kills. He is. Over on the eLement side, we do see 28-14, 20-11, both for Joke and Shaz. They also did a really great job in terms of KD. But the thing is that what would really...
They were the medics, Brett. So sorry, I'm going to just quickly jump in here. Joker and Shaz both played medic that entire round, and I think that is what has kept the ticket margin that slow, or that low at least. I didn't see much medic work from NSD. They obviously didn't need it. But, you know, coming down to 27 tickets, that's not a hell of a lot. Every single ticket is going to count. And I'm sure Joker and Shaz will again be going with that medic role, and the reviving is going to be like crazy, because every single ticket is going to count on this round.
It is. Every single one. I mean, it's down to 27. It's almost non-existent. I mean, it's going to be a very, very close round coming in here. What we have mentioned before is that the U.S. side seems to be a little bit more of a favored side. We'll see coming into this next one if it is indeed the easier side to play on. But it's going to be interesting to see the breakouts from both of these teams. Are we going to be seeing another heavy push to see with that LAV from eLement, or are we going to be seeing a mirror? You know, is he going to be trying to go up into that spot that we saw from Retribution on A flag and just head glitch it the entire time? I think that we are going to be seeing a very close match. It's probably going to come down to sub 30 tickets at the very end, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one. And look at that absolute chaos of the start. ProKill rushing into Alpha flag immediately. And ProKill is just going to be leading from the front there. I think NSD will be happy about the comeback. And we mentioned the momentum. Can they hold it? Can they get the early advantage that they so desperately need in order to take this game? They still haven't won one this league season, or this leg, and I think they deserve one.
Well, we are going to be seeing those tow missiles still going to be going out. That was a fail tow there from Euphoria. And there's the second one. Nice job, as he will be able to get a lot of damage in onto that LAV. But this is going to be a triple cap that they're going to have to work out from. And this is not the start that they wanted to get. And now with their LAV going down, this is a brutal situation to be in. Antrix is going to be back up here trying to burn down this Alpha flag, but to be honest with you, with the LAV coming in here for Retribution, it's going to be very hard for them to get any sort of momentum going on right now. 219 to 250. We're seeing a very, very early ticket lead coming out here for Retribution. Honestly, there's not a whole lot that I think that they're going to be able to do to come back from this deficit. I mean, they're going to have to basically 3-cap Retribution in order to come back from this. 201 to 249. It is pretty darn brutal. They did get that Charlie cap, but this is the setup that Retribution wants. They want that AB setup. They were looking so darn strong with it before. They were able to bleed down and win the game eventually with this setup. So we're going to be needing to see a lot more drops coming in, I think. A lot more back rages. We need to be seeing maybe some, well, I mean, we're seeing Burner is back up in the same spot with that LAV, and he's going to be able to prevent any kind of a push coming in to that Bravo site from his side. I mean, it's just, this is just a locked down setup. It's going to be very difficult right here for them to come out of it.
Yeah, that was just incredible play, and 50 tickets, 70 tickets at this point now was what happened in that three flag lead that NSD had. And it looks like eLement have managed to claw back just Charlie flag, but NSD are going to lock in. There's that spot that you spoke about, that everyone speaks about, and I don't know, man, that spot's, I don't like passive play, but it seems like it works really well to put the IFE there. It's just such an advantageous spot. And elements are going to be doing all sorts of things to hopefully get them down. We see Antrix, who's taken their chopper all the way right to the top, just to put some almost pressure onto that IFV and almost try to dislodge NSD's defense, because NSD's defense is so far too strong. And just, I don't know. They're going to need to do a lot, Brett. 100 tickets. 100 tickets.
This is what they needed to do very early on. They're getting vehicle hits onto that LAV. They know where it's going to be every single time. So you might as well just learn to counter it here. And any teams that have to play Retribution in the future knows that this is probably where they're going to be playing that LAV from. And this is how you take it out right now. You get up top, you throw down ammo pack, you put down an engineer class, and you just spam the living crap out of that side. And you know what? It's going to... If it doesn't kill him, it's going to prevent him from being able to do anything else, because one player has to sit on him consistently with a rep kit and just rep him. That's one player that's completely taken out of the game.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Brett, what's happened here is we've got a big rotation that's happened. Elements have pushed down onto Bravo flag. They used that chopper that they got up onto the top as almost like a staging area, and it worked for them. Although they didn't get the IFV down, they didn't get Burner down, who's chilling in the corner, in his favorite spot. They've pushed onto Bravo. In reciprocation, NSD pushing onto Charlie flag. So NSD still has the upper hand. They still have 100 tickets on Element. That is a massive, massive margin, guys. 100 tickets at this point in time. This is the last round. I doubt anyone's going to be feeling the fatigue, but 6 competitive rounds in Battlefield is intense, especially at top tier. And I wonder if NSD are going to be able to hold on to the bleed for the remainder of the round. I don't think Elements are going to let them do it that easily, though.
Well, right now we do see Charlie flag getting contested at the moment. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry down, 2 tugs onto that Bravo side, so they're not going to be able to let anybody go through from Retribution. That's exactly what's happening. Everybody's getting spotted out. There's not really a whole lot of room for them to move up. C flag still going to be getting contested. Nice play there from Fate. He's going to be able to take down 2 players, and that was going to be cleaning out that Charlie flag. So finally getting that 2 flag bleed into their favor, I think for the first time within this match right now, where it's going to be 105 to 220. And technically, if you look at the score, because they have that 27 ticket lead to begin with, it's actually around 240 tickets to 104. And that right there is what really, really matters. And we are going to be seeing that 3 flag start to come into effect. They're going to be below 200 here in just a few seconds. Pro kill is going to be up into mid. We should be seeing some spawns coming off here, but a lot of infantry going to be respawning right on top of that Bravo flag. And that's going to allow C to be getting contested right now by 2 players from Retribution.
Yeah, the bleed now against NSD. They're going to need to make something happen soon. Almost like, you know, as I pull the camera out to see a bigger perspective, they have pushed onto Charlie flag. That's pulling and pushing in our Elements players. You can see they're trying to retreat, sending a few spares back to Charlie, but the high ground for NSD is going to come into effect as you see Fate getting picked off there from Charlie. And Elements are in a world of trouble at this point in time. They've still got 100 tickets, the difference, plus the 27 as Brett mentioned. And not a lot to work with, but this has been an absolutely incredible showing by NSD.
Yeah, what we need to be seeing right now
earlier
from Element is a collective push to try and get back this alpha flag. I think that if they they have Bravo, okay, they have control of that B flag. Stop trying to go back for C. Look at how many infantry players that they're wasting on this C flag. You know, they may be scared of Burner right now because he's been able to survive through all of that, but just think of this. 4 engineers spawn right on top of B flag. They all just start smawing the crap out of that LAV. There's no way he's going to survive. No possible way. By the time that they get infantry to spawn in on him or even shift back over, you should already have your boots on the ground and taking that alpha flag. Yes, they are going to be able to get Charlie. Yes, they are going to be able to get out of this 2 flag cap. But here's the thing. They're not in a good position to reinforce. As soon as this happens, we're going to be seeing massive spawns coming over here from Alpha, pushing back up to Bravo, potentially some drops coming in for the helicopter, and they don't have the numbers or the mobility in order to reinforce properly. And there you have it. Bravo is already getting contested. 67 to 170, and as soon as they go below that 27 ticket mark, it is all over.
Yeah. Big game, big showing from NSD. Look at them fight back, grabbing back Bravo, it looks like it. But there is a lot of Element players all around. They got it muted, and as it started coming back, we see the elemental way of pushing in on Bravo flag. They'll be happy about that, but as Brett mentioned, they don't have a lot to work with, boys and girls. They've got 37 tickets to play with at this point in time. Does damage control elements. They need to do something with it. They're going to grab Bravo, hopefully get the bleed back in their favor and do something. Because look at this on Charlie, Brett. Look at this on Charlie, how NSD have just swamped Charlie Flag completely. That is a complete overhaul of Charlie Flag. It's going to bleed down extremely quickly, and there are no element players nearby to slow down.
Yeah, we do have Euphoria back here. He was able to pick up one, but we do have some Engie, or not on Engie, but we do have some med classes there, as well as the car. There's no way they're going to be surviving. That's going to be C-Flag going into their possession. Now we do see a double gimme situation here. Shaz is going to be rotating back in. We do have Antrix as well, throwing those rockets onto that Jeep to try and basically bring it down, but the infantry as well as the Jeep there is going to be too strong. There's no way they're going to be able to take this in time. 53 tickets left on the board. Really, it's only about 25 tickets left on the board for them to try and come back from this deficit here. 148 for Retribution. Retribution right now, they're feeling pretty darn good. They know that they've got this lead. They know that they basically have this locked down. And 42 tickets now going to be here. C-Flag getting completely cleaned off, and now they're going to be pressuring in here onto Bravo. Yeah, they're feeling really, really darn good. There's no way that we're going to be seeing a comeback coming in here unless we see some kind of a 3-cap with a full wipe as well as the armor going down. And it could potentially happen here. Nope, that's it. 27 tickets. That is your final ticket count. And we are going to be seeing Retribution coming out on top, as they will take their first win within the DGL Summer League, or Winter League.
And against damage control element, who looked extremely strong tonight. I'm very, like I mentioned, tip my hat to NSD. Well done, guys. That is a very hard fought victory. They will be very happy about that one. They came back from the depths, and they've shown the community, and they've shown element as well exactly what they're made of. They'll be happy about that. Like Brett mentioned, the first win, long deserved, and once again going to show you guys that the Prem League of South African Battlefield 4 in Do Gaming is completely anyone's game at any given point. These guys were last on the league. They've now beaten the team that were placed in 5th. And it's been an incredible night of Battlefield. I'm just going to take a quick moment to thank everyone that tuned in to watch the game. Thanks always to Level BF, to yourself, Brett. You're an absolute gentleman. I love casting with you. And to my sponsors, ASUS South Africa. Thank you very much, guys. What a game of Battlefield tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great. Thanks for everybody for showing up. If you enjoyed the content, you can hit that follow button down below. We're going to be going live hopefully every single week with an 8v8 DGL cast, as we're going to try and pump out as much of these as possible. Future, hopefully we are going to be having 2 streams going up at the same time. That way we can host 2 teams, or 4 teams actually, 2 matches. Very exciting stuff. But once again, follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at BrettFX. You can also follow Fatso at Fatso. Pretty easy stuff there. Follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/AaronTVH1. And Fatso, actually, what is your YouTube account? I know I'm subbed, but I'm not really sure what it is.
My YouTube account is Fatso3, PHATSO3, and the number 3. And my Twitter handle is PH4, the number TSO. And you can check all that stuff under my Twitch account. I do have a Twitch account. I also stream from time to time. Thanks for the shout out, Brett. And yeah, rock and roll. Can't wait to cast another DGL game here on Level BF, guys.
Absolutely, it's going to be a good one. So anyways, we are going to be closing this out here, guys. Once again, congratulations to NSD Retribution for taking it 2-1 in favor. They won out on Shanghai. Very dominant performance in second round after a loss in the first one, and then they ended up losing on Rogue Transmission quite handedly in the second round by plus 100 tickets, and then just dominating in both rounds on Flood Zone to close it out and clutch the win for week number 3 of the DGL. Remember, guys, go check out all of those links, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.